Hello everyone and welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. We are here in what is probably my favourite kingdom, the Seaside Kingdom. We've achieved world peace when we've been rewarded with a beautiful sunset with the sparkle water going into the glass. This episode we're going to be didn't mean to leave my host there. We're going to be basically doing everything that we can do in this kingdom. And it starts with heading all the way over here to the purple Dorrie because I want us to change into a new costume because we've got 54 purplums on us, so we can afford to buy some stuff. The enemy's gone now, it's fine. There we go. So we can buy ourselves a sailor suit. And I guess I'll buy a glass tower model as well. I'll pick up the rest when I've got the rest of the purplums. But for now, first off, we look horrific. Look at that. Awful. Then next we go underneath Dorrie. And we will see the purple Dorrie has a purple moon underneath it. Follows it around the whole level, and that gives us Merci, Dorrie. Right, let's start, I think, by warping back to the Odyssey. And from here, I think we will grab ourselves a Gushion, because we need to make some way up the cliff. So, you see over on that cliff there is... ooh, that was weird. I left my host and spontaneously re-entered him. So above these Goombas here... much like in Sunshine, you only hover from like the level at which you set off from. Gets us... Oh, there we go. Nope, I'm too small. Oh, no. That gets us a moon, and what we want to do for now is then head... east. There we go, that's east. But we don't have a Gushion, so let's try that again. So, from here, we now want to head... east along this cliff, and this gets us to up here. Large glass time. And we're ready to attempt the voice. Backing up from the microphone as well.
I wanted to get a nice view of the sea, so I climbed and I got here. You made it too, so here's a power moon I found.
It really just does more and more into the witches from Ocarina of Time. Good job, Captain Toad.
I wonder how I can get down.
That's not my problem, is it? Cool. We can now head... There's 3 purple coins. I don't want to get there, so let's head down. Oh, I'm going to hit that kelp. Oh, perfect landing. Wonderful. Right, from here, we want to get into the main glass fountain in the middle. And we can get to this by riding any of these jets up. Let's roll. Now, right down at the bottom... weirdly, we don't sink in this, even though this is allegedly sparkle water. I guess it's somehow less bubbly than the surrounding stuff. We have ourselves a painting at the bottom. Let's head into it. And this brings us to Lake Lamode and the viewing balcony, getting us secret path to Lake Lamode. And indeed, the viewing balcony gives us a little view over another water area. I do like Lake Lamode, but it's just not quite as pretty as the Seaside Kingdom. Let's head back there. Now from here, we have got some stuff to do around this kind of central island. If we head off kind of this way, there's a chest which... Oh, there's a checkpoint which we've already got. There's a chest which contains always a heart container, which is quite nice. And there's this Gushion here. We're not going to use him, but we are going to head underwater here. And there are a couple of purplums to grab. And there's also a little kind of underwater passage. Did I get all 3 of those? Yes, I did. Brilliant. I've spent significant time underwater, so I'm actually going to fish up. Just for breathing reasons. And what I actually want to do is come over here, and in this pathway to the right, there is a chest which contains a nice little secret moon for us. Well, regular moon, we're just out in the open. Now we want to fish up again, and actually finally start exploring some of the open waters a little bit, which we haven't done so much here. We've got this bubble producer here, but we don't need that because we're a fish, which we can grab 4 purplums around. And then up here, we have another 3 purplums. Wonderful. Then over here, we have various glowing mountains. And I think there's a specific order. I don't think there's an order you have to do them in as such, but I think you do just have to grab all of them. And every one makes nasty kelp appear. But nasty kelp, at least it can be killed. Just remember to breathe as well. Very easy to forget that. but once you've ground pounded all 3... Ooh, come on. There we go, that's the second one. I can probably get to this one before that kelp becomes a problem. Now I'm going to actually have to breathe, and we've got a lot of kelp around, but you'll notice a glowing spot has appeared on the main platform. Oh my god, so much nasty kelp. And we've lost our heart container, but that's fine. That's literally what it's there for. I probably should have taken these out vaguely as I went along, but either way, we get this glowing bit at the beginning. At the middle, even. Not the bit beginning. And this gets us Bubblaine Northern Reaches. Wonderful. Now, is there a fish anywhere nearby? Just because I'm about to go real deep down here into what is referred to as the Ocean Trench. So at that point, I think I should grab one of these fellas here, I think. Hey, you. Let me do things to you. There we go. Brilliant. Right, let's head down to the depths of the Ocean Trench. And we'll meet an old friend down here, the Sphynx. He won't talk to you when you're a fish, annoyingly. He'll say, go elsewhere. So, here we go. Greetings, traveller, and to your hat as well. Can you answer my riddle? What is the name of this land? That would be the Cascade Kingdom. That is the Lost Kingdom. That's the Lake Kingdom, and it's Bubblaine. You are correct. Perhaps that wasn't much of a riddle. Anywho, proceed. And he opens up. But we're not going to go down there yet. We're actually going to talk to him again. He's got another series of riddles for us here, which are, in orders. How many fountains did Bowser seal? 4 fountains. Then, talk to him again, and he'll say this time... When you turned into a red fish, what ability did you get when you shook the Pro Controller? This is a problematic one, because I actually have never shown that one off, because I don't have a Pro Controller. I have a shitey, hoary fight pad, or whatever this thing is called. It's got the Zelda logo on it, and it's black, and it's shaped like a GameCube controller. It's very cool, but it doesn't do anything if I shake it. But, obviously, Cheep, Sheep, and Gushen are captures, not abilities, so it's either attack or tremble, and it is actually attack. Question the third. There is a room in this land that can only be entered if you're wearing the correct clothing. What is that clothing? Is it the swimsuit, the pirate outfit, nothing but undies, or the resort outfit? We can work this out. The swimsuit is a purple coin outfit from Lake Lamode, so it's not going to be that. That opens the path to the Lock Lady dress. The pirate outfit is a coin outfit, and those never do anything. Neither does undies. That was a treasure back in the Snow Kingdom. So we know it is the resort outfit, which is also a purple coin treasure from this kingdom. Correct, but... Did you really know that? This is a normal place to wear a swimsuit, right? Even the pirate look is great. Even the undies. Wait, that was just a lucky guess, wasn't it? It was a lucky guess. You lucky guesser, you. Final question. Why am I here? Got lost, fell off Dorrie, wanted to swim, or to ask questions? This cannot be. You can't possibly have answered all of my questions correctly. But I suppose I couldn't stay on top forever. Well done, take this. And he gives us Ocean Quiz. Good, which is great. It's good, actually. I was going to take that fish next to me, but he has disappeared. But we can grab this fish here, just for breath reasons, and head down into the vault. And the vault simply just has a treasure chest, which has the Sphynx's underwater vault in it. Wonderful. Let's head back outside, just to the Ocean Trench at least. Then we want to fish up. Then, if we head up a little bit, where is it? We should see something around here-ish. There we go. No. Ah, there it is. It's over on this side. Because my notes say west, and it's over in the west, obviously. I was looking east, because I'm stupid. Even when my notes literally say east and west, I still get fucking confused. But there's 3 purplums there, and we have this little alcove here on the north wall, which, if we swim through it... Oh, need to go that way. Will just give us... There's just a plain old power moon sitting here out in the open. Wonderful. Now, if we head back over to the Sphynx itself, we will see here on this blue platform is another seed. Let's grab this seed, and we need to take this, as we did with the other 2, all the way back to the beach house. Let's roll. That's kind of horrifying, the shadow of Dorrie as well. It looks like some kind of Loch Ness monster nonsense. Right. Now we can plant this. Now we can plant this seed in there. Oh, boy. And one of them has grown. The hot spring seed, I think. Is this the hot spring seed that's grown? Yep, but this one on the right is still growing, and obviously that new one is still got to grow, so hopefully they'll be done by the time we're done with this episode, otherwise we'll have to do the time warp again. Let's grab a gush in here, and you can actually see there's a little crack on the wall there. Technically what I'm about to do, you can do earlier on, because you can do some dodgy wall jumping to get up here, across here, and up there is a moon. Ride the Jetstream. Can be done with wall jumping, or you can just, because Gushins aren't immediate, you have to have basically done one, I think, of the 4 seals before Gushins are kicking around at all. But anyway, let's head back to the Ocean Trench East. Now from here, what we want to do is, you'll see this kind of like ceiling that's got these kelps hanging down from it. This is known by the game as a dangerous ceiling. So we need to avoid those things and ground pound on here. And that gets us under a dangerous ceiling. I didn't just come up with that name out of nowhere. From here, we need to fish up. I don't know where even the nearest fish is. So let's grab a thing. But believing is... Oh, there's some here. Brilliant. Let's grab this fish. And start heading south, I think. Here we will see... He says... Where's it gone? Oh, we need to head back here towards the checkpoint. It's actually down here. There we go. There's this little hole in the wall with a coin in it. And this leads us on a little secret path that's full of finances and gets us a moon entitled, Shh, it's a shortcut to everyone. Well, actually, gather and... Wait, what was the other one then? Where did the L come from? Well, we'll just gather. I just said gravel and grovel all just came out of nowhere. Back here, and now we want to head over this way. That is a shortcut that goes somewhere, but we don't actually need to go where it goes. What we need to do is come here to where this eel is, and then as it retreats, we head in here for... Oh, how do I do that attack? I can't shake this controller. Does A and X at the same time? Oh, that does it! Why didn't it tell you that? Lock this shit behind motion controls, will you, when... There's a perfectly serviceable way of doing it. Anyway, what we need to do here is go into this alcove here, and now we can surface here, and we're in a little kind of... This looks like a real area, but it's not. We're actually inside a wall here. We actually can't get out, so you can only get there from the water, and I'm just going to stay in the fish because it's a little bit easier. And what we need to do now is... What's the easiest way of doing this? Probably want to go around the island this way. Directions are not always easy underwater, and my notes are not helpful. They're like, go around the island south. 3 times vertically. Oh, actually, yes, there you go. 3 times vertically. And then it says 3 times to south horizontally. There's the south. And there are 3 times horizontally. I was all ready to take the piss out of my notes. I guess I made them months ago, but turns out they're actually pretty fucking good. Right, with that done, we need to go to what my notes refer to as a 3-way intersection, which I believe is this here. Yes, this road here does look like a 3-way intersection. They're quite right. And what we want to do is follow this to the south, and then take the first left. I'm giving this as if they're like fucking Google instructions on my notes, but they are. It's working, it certainly is, and there is a scarecrow here. When we throw Cappy onto this scarecrow, it's not a timer challenge as such, it just opens up this, so it's a Cappy-less challenge. And of course with Cappy, that means we also we can't fish up. So we need to go down here, and if we head onto the west side generally, where is it? There we go. There's 5 moon shards together here, and they're all basically on the bottom apart from this one, so as long as we gather that first, we'll generally be all good. And just the trick is at a distance being able to tell the difference between a moon shard and just a coin. Oh, and a moray eel is apparently also a risk. Actually, I'm only on 1 health, I don't want to die here, that would be somewhat on the humiliating level. But yeah, there's 1 there, and then I believe there's just another 3 on the ground. I feel very exposed here. Is there anything that tells me where they're going to come out of? Ooh, well, I mean, there's rumbling when they're about to be here, I suppose. But either way, I know where the final 2 moon shards are, because there is 1 there. And then our final 1. Ooh, I've been killed. Do my moon shards stay when I come back to life? I'm betting no. Absolutely don't. And to boot, I'm fucking miles away. Right, let's get back to that then. Oh, my moon shards actually do save, like, as long as I'm physically make it back here. That is kind of cool, I guess, though I'm actually nearly asphyxiating getting this final one. Because I was looking for the one that's floating up on the west, but obviously it's not there because I've already got it. With that done, we can just head over. Are the eels still here? Absolutely the eels are still here. Wonderful. Let's grab this moon. And then let's head outside and fish up. Then with this fish, we want to head back over to the ocean trench. Then from this side, so we are on the west side of the trench here, avoid the dangerous ceiling again and gather a final few perps. We only have a couple more purplums to get. Purplums, same thing. From here, we want to head basically out due west again. Follow this around and up here, I believe, is it? Where are we at? Ah, yes, it's over here. We want to get down here, and we have got a little secret here. This is not a full secret, therefore we will not be finding a secret moon in it. But if we head through, then we have one of these weird things that we last saw back in the Sand Kingdom. Hit it with Cappy to stun it. I always get the feeling this is the moon kicking about. Not a lot of breath in here, so actually, maybe we can just go upstairs. There we go. By upstairs, I mean to the surface, obviously. Cool. With that, can we warp straight from here, or do I have to go outside? We can warp straight from here. Let's warp to the lighthouse. Now we've got world peace. You will notice everyone's favourite Glydon appears here. So we're going to take control of him. And over there, next to the glass, is our target, and it's relatively straightforward. You will see there is a Bubblaine on the shore, and actually we want to land pretty close to him. There we go. Your flight was truly an amazing sight to behold. Please take this as a token of my gratitude, and for that he gives us a power moon, Lighthouse Leaper. Wonderful. Now we want to head to the east and kind of into the water here, where we should quite quickly be able to see. There you go. There are 3 purplums. Oh god, we've killed Glydon. I don't feel great about that. And if we sink down here, not only are there 3 purplums here, but they are the final 3 purplums. Wonderful. So, a few more things to gather here. Where is the gold Dorrie at? Over there, I think. Unfortunately, the map just says shop for both of them, but because that one is the purple one, we know over there is the one I want. Don't want to bother warping over to it. There we go. The gold Dorrie is an interesting one. You'll notice hovering above it is a purple moon, which remains hovering above it no matter where it goes. So we can grab that for Bonjour, Dorrie. Wonderful. And with that done, we can now very clearly identify where the other Dorrie is, the purple one. Because now we have got all the purplums, we of course need to buy all of the purplum treasures. That is the way that it goes. So let's buy what we can from this one. So we get the sticker. We've already bought the tiny version of the glass, and then here we get a jar of Bubblaine sand. Wonderful. With that, let's head back to the Odyssey. I'm not sure I'm actually ever shown off what I'm about to show off here. If we head inside the Odyssey, through this door, we can see what we've seen a lot of times in cutscenes. Perhaps with some more shit, because we've got the Bubblaine things. But we've got the wardrobe here, which is how we change. And you can change to any combination of your clothes so far, which can be some baffling combos here. But I actually want to change it back up to the resort outfit. We did say this to the Sphynx, is that the resort outfit will give us access to something. Let's head out. But before actually doing that, I want to head up onto this bit here, because there is some hint art here. We're not going to do it right away, we'll do it at the end of this episode when we head on to the next kingdom. But this is the hint art here, which says, keep. If you squint your eyes, it does say keep in white. It's all negative space thing. And that's indicating over the top of the first E. Remember that. Let's head into the beach house, which we can now get to, because if we talk to this woman out the front, she says, to fully enjoy the pleasures of Bubblaine, you must wear clothes you can entirely relax in. You have achieved the perfect ensemble for reaction. Please, relaxation even. Please enjoy yourself within. And when we stand in the middle, And that gets us a power moon. Wonderful, that's the costume moon for the Seaside Kingdom. With that, let's check on how our seeds are growing. They are looking like, oh, they're not quite all done. I have no idea if this tallest one is done. No, it's not yet. Right, let's do the time warp again. Wonderful, with that, this small one will grow, which is great. You can probably still hear the sounds of that tall one growing. So this is the Ocean Trench seed. I actually can't remember which seed was the tallest one, so we'll come back to that in a second. Because we actually can't get up to it as we are at the moment. So we need to grab ourselves a Gushen, because that's the only way we're actually ever going to get up to the damn thing. I'm sure I saw one here. Oh, it's gone into the bloody sky is what it's done. Oop! No, give me your body! This game's really weird, isn't it? Right. With that, we can bring our Gushen over here, and there we go. Spray it a little bit, and it will unlock. Canyon Seed, that was it from the Rolling Canyon. Wonderful. Right, with that, we want to head slightly beyond the glass island in the middle. Then here, we have got this Scarecrow. And this is an interesting one, because this uses a trick I'm not sure we've necessarily learned, but if we read the sign, I think it tells us about it. Travel tip, quick swim. This is useful here, and I'll spit on the microphone to show how useful it is. Need a quick burst of speed in the water? Press ZL and Y together to dart forward anytime you're in the water. While ZL and ZR are both ground pound, ZR does not work for this. God knows why. But yes, we need to use that here. So if we throw the cap onto there, Cappy onto there, then ZL and Y. So once you're swimming, there is how we do it. So we're basically hammering ZL and Y at the moment here. And it's even so is surprisingly close, as time challenges always are. Oh, that was nice. Right, so with that done, let's walk to Hot Spring Island. Then from here, out off to the south brings us to what I have mentioned before in my notes as the three-way intersection down here. We do actually want to fish up before this, so where is a Cheep Cheep? Come to me, my host. The Mario Parasite has need of your bodily functions. And if you think that's disturbing, blame the entire concept of this game. Quite frankly, I'm just working with what I've been given. If we swim down here to the bottom, we have got an underwater retro wall. That guy's trapped in his own little hell there, so let's ground pound on this. And we make some things appear. Floating platforms, and with that we can get up. Oop, balls. I'm probably not going to make them. Oh, just made it. Wonderful. Not sure what the point of the Koopa is there. He certainly doesn't add a lot to it, but there we go. Right, with that, let's head back up to the surface. So here we want to basically follow this around, and I'm looking for this. A little bit underwater. Fine, God, I'll fish up. Jesus. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's here anyway. There we go. No need to fish up because under here is a secret area containing the final few moons of this kingdom. Ooh, this is spooky looking. So this is Hurry Through the Magma. It's called or something like that. Basically, as you start up here. Watch out, the lava is rising. And also so we're using an uproot, which you haven't used since the Wooded Kingdom. You want to be careful exactly when you jump, because obviously you need to make sure you don't get hit by these things. But it's quite cool all in all. It's nice as well to see like some of the captures from some of the earlier kingdoms coming back, basically. Whoop! And what I'm going to do is a dangerous move over to here to grab ourselves a bonus moon here because it's a secret area. The magma is rising, I assure you. I'm just quite good, so we are staying above it for now. Though actually, it is. Well, you can see how fast these things are sinking. There's not a huge time for, dilly-dallying. It's not super stressful, but also you do need to get a bit of a move on. We will grab Hurry and Stretch there, our second moon, and hop into the pipe. Wonderful. And I think we're done at that point. So, let's head back to the Odyssey and juice her up. The Odyssey needs 10 more moons, so let's put 1,000 into it. I think we've got probably nearly 50 there. Always good to watch. $49, which is pretty good, and we're about to get our 50th, because it's going to offer us a new kingdom here, but we're not going to take that new kingdom. We're actually going to... so they're going to say... Look at that, so we can head over to... onto the Luncheon Kingdom. Bowser can't run forever, but we're actually going to go backwards, because we've got some hint art to get, and that hint art that said keep in weird letters is in the Metro Kingdom. So upon arriving here, it's straight down here, and we can actually see it dead ahead of us here. where it says keep clear here, ground pound over the first E of keep. And there indeed is. Found with Seaside Kingdom Art. I have no idea if you can get those hint art moons without having viewed the hint art, if you were just to ground pound that when you first came to the Metro Kingdom. No idea. I assume you can't, but you never know. With that, I think we are going to hold the episode here. So we have explored the relaxing and, quite frankly, deeply enjoyable Seaside Kingdom. Probably my favourite in the game. I say probably because it's certainly, if that is the first, close second will be the Luncheon Kingdom that we'll be looking at next episode. I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.